Hey guys, Spencer Kaufman here with the How-To video channel. Today I'm going to show you how to use a product called NeverWet. Now this is an amazing product that you can spray on metal, concrete, wood, and other surfaces, and it repels liquid, water, ice from sticking to it. Here's an example, treated and untreated. You can see here the untreated has all kinds of gunk on it. Treated, same type of deal, but there's nothing on it. They're like brand new. So we're going to try that out today and put it to the test on these shoes, which are going to be worn in a kitchen setting, as in an industrial work kitchen. So we're going to do a video on them and see how they pan out with NeverWet. So the instructions are very simple. Number one, spray on the NeverWet base coat, allow it to dry for 30 minutes, and then do multiple coats of the top coat. Now I'm going to do like 3 coats of the top coat. So first off, we need to open up the product. If you need to purchase this, you can get it in the description below. There's a link down there where you can buy the NeverWet kit. So here we go. Step 1, base coat. It says it also stops rust if you coat metal. We're going to shake it up. That's some of the directions. Shake can vigorously for 1 minute after the ball continues and begins to rattle. Okay, so here we are. We've given the can a good shake, and now what we're going to do is pop the cap off and give it a good application coat. So you want to spray evenly. It's just like spraying spray paint. Don't worry about getting it on the bottom or the top. Pretty much just spray it on everything. So here we go. All right, there's one. Of course, you want to make sure you do this in a well-ventilated area because it does smell a bit like paint or primer. We're going to go ahead and get around the bottom a little bit more too. I'll even do the bottom. All right, next shoe. All right. Now the next step is to wait 30 minutes until this coat dries, and then we will begin with the top coat. So we'll come back in 30. All right, so it has now been 1 hour since we've sprayed on the coat, and you can see here there are still little looks like little dots, almost like glitter or specks of something on there. It's fully dry, but there is a little, you can see that the stuff is still beating up on here, which is fine. We're gonna now do the top coat. Both shoes are completely dry, and so we did 1 coat of the first coat. Now you can do multiple coats. Multiple coats would be better. But for this purpose, I want to test it out with 1 coat of the first and then 3 coats of the second. So that's what we're doing. You could do 3 and 3 or 2 and 3 or whatever you prefer to do. It just depends on how much of the material you want to use. So we've got the first coat applied. What we're going to do now is apply the second coat. So step 2, top coat. I've already shaken it up for 1 minute, and now we just spray it on and then allow 30 minutes to dry between coats. So we're going to do coat number 1, and then what I'll do is show you the final 3rd coat when that's finished. So here we go, coat number 1. Okay. So there we go. We have now put on the first coat, and we will see what those look like in 30 minutes, and I'll apply the second coat, and then I'll come back and show you guys the application of the 3rd coat and then what they look like when they are completely dry after that 3rd coat. So stay tuned, and I'll show you the application of the 3rd coat coming up next. All right, here we are. It is time for the 3rd coat. So we've let each coat dry for about 45 minutes to an hour, and the first 2 coats have gone on really well. You can see now that the shoes have changed slightly in color. They're a little bit lighter than they were before, but I have a feeling that after the third coat and then we do a test application of getting them wet and all these little spots kind of wear in or off, then the original color will return. So let's apply the third coat. We'll let it dry and then show you what they look like. They're still a little sticky when you rub that off, so that's part of that. I think that when that rubs in, it will be a lot better. Here we go, third coat. Okay, so there we have applied the third coat. Now we will wait, let them dry, so about another hour, maybe we'll even let it go for about 2 hours, and then see what they look like with the finished product. Okay, here we are. The third coat has been applied and it has been drying for about 3 hours, so that stickiness is gone, and you can see here that there are some little ridges or fuzzes on there. These would rub off with use and the shoe will look exactly like it was. The only thing to note is that it did semi-lighten the color of the shoe. There's almost like a bluish hue to it rather than a solid black, but it is hopefully now waterproof. You can see here's some of that fuzz that just kind of came right off, so that'll all come off with use, or you could take a rag and sort of buff it off. The next demonstration we want to see is, does it repel water? So for that, we're going to get... Okay, so now we're going to see if it'll repel any water. Let's just check it out here. You can see that. Wow, amazing. There's no water on that shoe. It isn't even wet. It is completely dry. So this product really works. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below. But I would say that this was a huge success, the NeverWet product. You can see here, it just beads right up. There's not a drop on there. It's completely dry. It's not even damp or wet at all. So I highly recommend it. You can get it in the description below. There will be a link there where you can purchase NeverWet. Hopefully you like this video. Do so by clicking on that like button, and I also hope that you subscribe to the channel. Again, comment below with any questions. Thank you.